So I was in 8th grade trying out for cheerleading at the high school. It was during one of the breaks, and I was standing in front of the boys' locker room just by coincidence. As Joe was the jock in high school, he walked out of the locker room while I was sitting there, and he asked me if I was okay. And I said yes. And in my head I'm thinking, okay, weirdo, like, why are you talking to me?
Well, she looked sad at the point, so I was like, I thought she was cute. I'm like, she could have been a freshman too, I don't know, you know, and she looked sad, so I'm like, how's everything going, you know, are you okay? She did have, now I think about it, she did have like a creeper, what are you doing, you know, but yeah.
Well, I mean, then afterwards I thought about it and I'm like, oh, that was kind of sweet.
Some of the things that I like about Jeanette that I've grown to love over the years. We know each other for like 12 years, gonna go on 6 years, and she's just a self-motivated woman, and I admire that. She has a big heart. She looks after for the best of me. She's always there for me. She's always been there for me, and throughout high school, you know, either through, you know, school, sports, or just other relationships, she's always been there, and I always counted on her. And it was great to have that feeling, like it was a good, like a best friend kind of feeling, and I would never trade that for the world.
One of the things that I really like about Joe is that he is very open and honest. I feel like because of the way that he is, I have learned to be that way too, and it's not only helped like our relationship, like growing and whatnot, but it's also helped my relationship with other people. I feel like he's really helped me tap into that, not by telling me to do it, but really by like just showing me, just like being that person that's, you know, very open and honest.
The proposal, and it took some thinking, and been thinking about it for like a year and a half, and I'm like looking on internet and looking up ideas of myself. I'm like, what can I do that's different, but yet Jeanette-like, and something unique. And I was gonna do it Christmas, didn't do it Christmas. Gonna do New Year's, didn't do New Year's. And then our Vegas trip came to mind, and I'm like, the thing that we have something in common is the whole Paris scene. And when she was studying abroad, I think that's when our relationship really like took the next step. And when we were in Paris one time, I was looking around and I was like, wow, this is like beautiful scenery. And then I'm looking around and there she was. And I was like, wow, like it was just breathtaking. And I'm like, man, I really love this girl. And I really knew from that point, you know, I was gonna be with her for the rest of my life. Back to the proposal. I wanted to do it somewhere near the Eiffel Tower. So I'm like, you know what, let's do it in front of the Bellagio. So anyways, we saw the last show at 10:45 and where the fountains went off. And I saw some random guy. I'm like, hey dude, I'm like, I'll give you 20 bucks if you film this for me. And then he was like, all right, cool. I'm like, you'll see why. And so he did it, and then I make sure Jeanette was like looking into the fountain and whatnot, and then I got so nervous, my heart was pounding. I was probably sweating, and I was like, went down on one knee, and that was it.
So we were standing there watching the Bellagio show, and all of a sudden, Joe asked me to turn around so I can take a picture with him. And I see this guy standing with Joe's camera phone, and I start posing like this, and I'm just like staring at the camera, and the flash is just on continuously, it's not like turning off. And I asked Joe, are we taking a picture? And he's like, yes, just look. And I was like, okay. And he's kissing my cheek, and I'm just like, what's going on? And he's like, oh, hey, turn around, look at something at the show. So I turned around to look at the fountain show, and when I turned back to face Joe, he was on his knee, and my whole world just went blank. Like everything was in a haze, and I just heard him say me with this ring on and he's on his knee, and I'm like, okay.
The thing that I'm most excited about is being together, you know. In our first couple of years of relationship, we saw each other like once a week or once every 2 weeks, and then she left me for Paris for odd months. But being together, starting a family, I want well, my basketball team, and just living together and just being there for each other and exploring the future to be.
The thing that I am looking most forward to is just having, like, sharing a life together every day, like seeing each other when we wake up and just being able to share a home and share a life and really I think that'll just bring our relationship together all the more. And I don't know, I think I'm ready for that. I'm really excited for that part. Joe and I want to thank everybody for your love and support over the past few years, and we just look forward to having you in our lives in the future. Thank you so much, and we love you.
Thanks, guys. Love you guys.
So I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm sure there's no need to complicate. Our time is short. This is our fate. I'm yours. Do you? But do you want to come on? I scooch on over closer, dear, and I will nibble your ear.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
I've been spending way too long checking my tongue in the mirror and bending over backwards just to try to see.
Oh boy. Yeah. This is where it gets awkward.
So, why are you pushing back?
I don't know.
Just I love where they are right now, where mine are. It's like close your eyes and look up, you know? But
Awkward. Love you guys. Awkward.
so, hope to continue being together forever. Does that make sense?
Oh Lord.
And we can't wait to continue having you in our lives.
Oh my God.
Joe and I want to thank everybody.
Oh, okay, go. Sorry.
Oh my God, okay. Joe and I want to thank everybody for your love and support over the past few years.
Jesus.
I know.